I'm Meenal and you're watching Meenal Ka channel. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to solve linear programming problem by graphical method. I'm giving the link of my previous video in description box. You can refer that before starting and you can ask your questions and doubts in comment section. Thank you.
This is the mathematical form of problem. This is objective function. We have to maximize this. These three are constraints and these are non-negativity restrictions. I am giving the word problem in description section. If you want to convert this word problem in mathematical form and you don't know how to convert, you can refer my previous video. So now let's start. First we take first constraint 3x plus 2y. We assume that this is equals to 210. Now we have to draw this on graph. For drawing this on graph, suppose we let x is equals to 0. So 3 into 0 plus 2y is equals to 210. So 2y, this is 3 into 0 is equals to 0. This is 2y is equals to 210. That means y is equals to 210 upon 2. This is 105. So our first point is when x is equals to 0, y is 105. Now in the same equation, let's assume y is equals to 0. So 3x plus 2y into 0 is equals to 210. We are putting 0, y is equals to 0. So 3x is equals to 210 because 0 into 2 is equals to 0. X is equals to 210 upon 3. This is equals to 70. So the second point of this line is, this constraint is x is 70 and y is 0. So this is our first constraint or line of first constraint. 3x plus 2y is equals to 210. This is first. Now let's solve the second. Solve the second equation for drawing second line. Second is second constraint x plus 2y is equals to 150. Suppose in first situation, suppose x is equals to 0. This is equals to plus 2y is equals to 150. So y is equals to 150 upon 2 and this is 75. So first point of second line is x plus 2y is equals to 150. So the first point is when x is equals to 0, y is equals to 75. Now solve this for second point. Suppose y is equals to 0, so we are putting y is equals to 0. This is equals to 150. So 2 into 0 is equals to 0. X is equals to 150. Second point is when y is 0, x is 150 and y is 0. Now let's come to the third equation. Here y is equals to 0, that means x is equals to 0 and y is 65. This is our third constraint. So for solving this, we have to draw all three lines on graph paper. Let's draw these constraints on graph paper. So this is our first line, 3x plus 2y is equals to 210. First point is x is 0 and y is 105. So here x is 0, this is x axis and this is y axis. Here x is 0 and now y is, this is 100 and this is 105. Second point is x is 70 and y is 0. Here y is 0 and x is, this is 40, 60 and 70. Let's join these 2 points with the help of scale. So this is line 3x plus 2y is equals to 210. Come to the next line, x plus 2y is equals to 150. In this line, when x is equals to 0, here x is equals to 0, then y is 75. 60, 70 and this is 75. When y is 150, when x is 150, y is equals to 0. So 150, 140 and this is 150. Here y is 0, x is 150. Let's join these 2 points. This is line x plus 2y is equals to 150. Now the third constraint is y is less than equals to 65. That means x is 0 and y is equals to 65. We have to draw this line. So on this y axis, x is equals to 0 and y is 65. This is 60 and this is 65. So we have to draw a line parallel to x axis on point y is equals to 65. So this is y is equals to 65. Now this is the optimum area, because we can see in all the 3 constraints the condition is less than or equals to. That means the optimum area must lies below all these lines. So this is the common area which lies below all these lines. So optimum area is O, A, B, C, D. Now we have to calculate the optimum point where the profit can be maximized. Optimum point must be at these corner points O, A, B, C, D. Can be in either of these points either of these points can be optimum point. So here the O point is, coordinate of O point is 0, 0. Coordinate of A point is here x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 65. B point is intersection of line 2 and line 3. This is the intersection of line 2 and line 3. So we have to find the intersection point of these lines. There are 2 methods we can find out in this graph. We can just draw a line towards or perpendicular to x-axis. This is here y is equals to 65. In this y is equals to 65, and when we draw a line perpendicular to x-axis, we can find out the value of x, and this is 20. So this is the point B. There is another method. We can solve these 2 simultaneous equations 2 and 3, and we can find out the common point or the intersection point of both the lines. How can we solve here? X plus 2y is equals to 150 is one equation, and y is equals to 65 is another equation. Now we can put the value of y in this equation for finding the value of x. X plus 2 into 65 is equals to 150. X is equals to 150 minus 130. 2 into 65 is equals to 130. When we transfer this 130 to this right hand side, this will be minus 130. So x is equals to 150 minus 130 is equals to 20. Now for finding the value of y, we will put the value of x in this equation 2. Here x is equals to 20 plus 2y is equals to 150. So 2y is equals to 150 minus 20. Y is equals to 130 upon 2, and this is equals to 65. So here the point B is x is 20 and y is 65. Next point is point C. This is the intersection point of equation 1 and equation 2. So again there are two methods. We can draw a perpendicular line, a line perpendicular to x-axis and also a line perpendicular to y-axis. So we can see that when we draw line perpendicular to x-axis, we will get the point x, and this is here 20 and 30. This is 30. Now the point y, when we draw a perpendicular line to the y-axis, we will get the point y, and this is 60. Here we can see it is joining at 60. Now come to the another method. We have to solve these equation 1 and 2 by simultaneous equation method. 3x plus 2y is equals to 210, and this is x plus 2y is equals to 150. By subtracting these equations, minus 2y minus 2y is equals to 0, and this is 3x minus x is equals to 2x. This is equals to how much? 60. So x is equals to 60 upon 2. This is equals to 30. We have to find the value of y. For finding the value of y, we will put this value of x in equation 2. So x is equals to 30 plus this is 2y is equals to 150. So 2y is equals to 150 minus 30. Y is equals to, this is equals to 120 upon 2. This is 60. The value of y is 60 and value of x is 30. Now the last point, this is point D. Here we can see this is the here value of x is D, point D. So value of x is 0. This is 60, 70. So the value of x is 70. And value of y is 0. So these are the point, and they can be the optimum point. Now we have to find that among these 5 points which will be the optimum point. We can find out this by putting the value of x and y in our objective function, and we can find out where the profit is maximum, at which point the profit is maximum. So this is our objective function, and we have to maximize this. Here z is profit. We have to check the amount of profit for all these points. So first of all, we are checking for 0. Z equals to 20 into x is equals to 0 plus 30 into y is equals to 0. This is equals to 0 because 20 into 0 is equal to 0 plus 30 into 0 is equal to 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. Now checking for point A, z equals to 20 into, here x is 0 plus 30 into, here y is 65. Now 20 into 0 is equals to 0 plus 30 into 65 is 1950, and this is equals to 1950 is the profit. Now checking for point B, z equals to 20 into, here x is 20 plus 30 into, here y is 65. So this is equals to 400 plus 1950, and this is equals to 2350. Now check for point C. Z equals to 20 into, here x is 30 plus 30 into, here y is 60. This is equals to 600 plus 1800, and this is equals to 22,400. Checking it for D. Z equals to 20 into 70 plus 30 into here y is 0. So this is equals to 1400 plus 30 into 0, 0. This is equals to 1400. Now we can see that the maximum profit is at point C. That means for optimum profit, the firm should produce 30 units of A and 60 units of B, and by producing these, it will get 2400 rupees of maximum profit.
In my next video, I will explain you how to solve linear programming problem by simplex method. So please keep watching, and I am waiting for your feedback in the comment section. Please share, like, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell button. Thank you.